Tom Brady's going to be at the neighbor's house today, guys. Later on today in the late window of week number 3 on Fox. The defending Super Bowl champs taking on the Rams. And we've seen the Rams gain the Super Bowl to take on the Patriots before. And the way they did it was in a hard-hitting affair. You still wear some of the bumps and bruises from this one, Kurt.
I can still feel it every time I watch the highlights.
He still came through with an 11-6 win in the NFC Championship game. And that's the way that they made their Super Bowl one year. And then we all saw a couple years later they faced one another. But for the moment, I ask you about this particular game across the street, because later on today it's going to be so pretty cool when we watch all this. Who's got the advantage today, the Bucs offense or that Rams defense today?
Man, we all know about the Rams defense being the #1 defense in the league last year, Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald. But I look at this Bucs offense, and they are hitting on all cylinders right now. 9 straight wins with 30-plus points, never been done before. And I just feel like Tom Brady is in a rhythm right now. He's got a focus. He's got all those weapons around him. So as much as I would love to see the Rams step up, Irv's already talking about undefeated and maybe knock off the champs and give us all something to say, hey, these aren't unbeatable. This isn't an unbeatable team, but I just believe that the Bucs offense is going too good right now. I'm going to give them the advantage.
It's just going to be so much fun to watch Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey going after Brady, trying to get him up the middle, and, of course, Ramsey on the back end with so many of these terrific receivers. And then later on today, we're in the early window. We're going to see Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers in Arrowhead. Can the Chiefs get handed a second consecutive loss? The loser of this game is going to wind up in last place in the AFC West. Let's go to Arrowhead right now. James Palmer.
Well, thanks, Rich. Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert has played just 17 career games, and the only player to throw for more yards in their first 17 games in NFL history, Patrick Mahomes. When I talked to Chargers running back Austin Eckler this week, he said, we have learned with Herbert's arm, as big as it is, and his mobility to go anywhere, he can throw it from any spot to any spot. And in our mind, you can't defend that. The reason we know that is because we've watched it the last couple of years here in Kansas City with Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes. Hill can use his speed to go anywhere, and Patrick Mahomes can throw it from anywhere. We're seeing that with Herbert. He said you're not supposed to run across the field and throw it across your body because defenders can get there. Well, he can do it quicker than defenders can run. Does that remind you of anybody else?
Looking left, fires it left, touchdown! Touchdown, Chargers! Legendary status, check my wiki page. I'll be at the top and I'm here to stay. They can take their shot, but I won't be faced. They can't stop me now, cause I'm on my way.
This is West Coast offense at its finest.
On my drum, make that bass go dumb.
Most passing yards in the first 17 career starts of the Super Bowl era. We've got 2 quarterbacks in this game today, and they're 1-2 on that list. Look who's 3. Boy, this whole first hour is all about Kurt Warner.
Yes, sir. These young guys, stop it.
It's a game.
Stop it.
It's a game-changing hour. It's a GCH. Is what it is.
They're following your lead. Come on.
Mooch, take it away.
Settle down, Kurt, all right? All right, look at Irv, this is a big old screen. Look at this. I ask you, will this guy right here, Justin Herbert, be able to keep up with that great Patrick Mahomes today?
Yeah, that's a great piece, man. And this kid is incredible. You're talking about a great arm strength. But that dude that has some horses on the other side that gets deep and makes some great plays. Now, I love what the Chargers are doing. I really do. And I love how they use Keenan Allen and Williams. Man, he's really coming around and making great plays. But this team here consistently go up the field and make big plays. And that's where I worry if the Chargers can keep up with this ability to create big plays. He has a big arm, but it takes somebody on the other side to catch that ball, and the Chargers do not have a Tyreek Hill.
You know why I think that Justin Herbert will keep up with him? His first start, Irv, 17 games back, his first start was against the Chiefs. And he didn't even know that he was going to play until after the national anthem. Great. And Anthony Lynn says, hey, by the way, get your helmet. You're going in there. And he was underprepared because Tyrod Taylor was the starter. Mikey threw for 311 yards in a 23-20 shootout with these guys. Can you imagine what he can do preparing for that defense all week and with all the experience under his belt? So I think this is going to be a shootout. Both of these guys are terrific. It ought to be fun to watch. And now let's go on over to Cleveland because